Welcome to Queen City Cyber Consulting's channel.
Welcome back to Queen City Cyber Consulting. This little video is going to go under the digital forensics field. Because if you are looking to enter the field of digital forensics, one of the most important steps that you can do is learn how a computer is put together. Because as a digital forensic analyst, you are going to be tasked with imaging these hard drives. And as much as I hate to say this, there is very little standardization in how computer systems are put together. And what I have on the screen for you is merely one example of the internals of a computer system. And you may get called upon to go to the scene of an incident and pull a forensic image from a variety of different systems. One case that I worked, I had to go on site after work hours because it was an internal type investigation to image 6 different systems. The company that had acquired our services didn't really have a standard computer across their environment. So I ended up, out of the 6, 4 were the same, 2 were completely different systems. And as a computer forensics examiner, I needed to know how to access this right here. This is the hard drive on a computer system. As the forensics examiner, it is your responsibility to physically remove this hard drive from this chassis and image it using a physical write blocker, which I'll introduce in another video at another time. But in order to do this, you need to be able to dismantle this system, get the cover off, be able to get to this hard drive and examine it. Now, in some cases, it's also good to know some of the other parts, like this battery that keeps power going to the motherboard, which keeps the time consistent, etc., etc. Your memory, which is right here. See that? Those are your memory slots. And there's a variety of other things that you can find. Now, this is an older computer system that I came across just the other day that was old, wasn't running right, etc., etc. So they were taking it offline. And I thought to myself, now would be a good time to actually take a peek inside of a computer system and share it with the audience, because a lot of times people get into the field of digital forensics and do not realize that the physical requirement is you need to know and understand these systems. Now, like I said, with these computer systems, the variety is nearly endless. Nearly endless. Every laptop's a little bit different. Some laptops you can take the back off of. Some laptops you have to remove the keyboard from. Older laptops you can actually physically remove the hard drive from the side. In some cases, Google is your friend. If you find yourself stumped, get the make and the model, and then do a Google search for how to access the hard drive or how to change the hard drive. And you can find detailed instructions online for practically any system out there in the world today to tell you how to get to this hard drive. Now, caveat there. In some instances, you'll come across homemade computer systems that there are no instructions for. Those are areas where you need to understand how a computer is put together. That way you have that fundamental knowledge that will allow you to be able to get to the hard drive, even on an unfamiliar and unsearchable system. And it's a vital skill that you need to have when it comes to digital forensics, because these hard drives right here are the kit and caboodle of the forensics process. This is what you need to access on this system. Now, if the system is still running, which in some cases that's what happens, then you could do a live acquisition, which is the topic of another series of videos. But there are options here. But being able to physically access the hard drive is a key skill, excuse me, for any forensics examiner. So, familiarize yourself. Do a little study in Microsoft's or CompTIA's A+ certification, because it can give you great insight into how these systems are set up, where you can find a hard drive. There are also going to be some physical hazards you may come across in here. I mean, you can get just a glimpse of some fuzz buildup here on this fan inside this system. And this is in a fairly clean office. I have taken the covers off of systems and had dead bugs fall out of it before. So be aware of that, and be aware of the environment that you find yourself in when you're taking one of these things apart, or where the system may have come from, to avoid any biohazards or anything like that that could be resting inside of this machine. Remember, these things are air cooled, so there's a fan present that's pulling air in, and it's also pulling in the dust, the dander, the cat fur, whatever is coming in there as well. And if it's an extremely dirty place, you may find things like cockroaches and other dead bugs, or living bugs even, inside the system box itself. So be aware of that. But knowing the physical layout of a computer system is vitally important for you as a forensics examiner, to be able to physically access the hard drive, safely remove it, complete the image process, and then do your examination. So just a little tidbit for you, shorter video here, but something that we did need to talk about, and I wanted to share with you since I ran across this last week. And we'll explore this a little bit further. I have some samples of hard drives, so hopefully I can get some videos put together on removing those as well. And then we'll move into live imaging and some processes you can follow for that. But thank you for watching. Learn, remember, always learning. This is Queen City Cyber Consulting signing off. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.